Now, apparently a fan favorite around here, you know, Tone's wife can attest, the baby chickens, man. They roaming around, quiet, neat looking, like little chickens. They're grown women, but they're just tiny, you know what I'm saying, compact. And I was like, yo, got the little chickens out here, man. You got the mini coop. You wasn't feeling that joke either. Not even the hawk gonna give you no laughs. Nah. What up, peeps? I'm out here in Simi Valley, man. About to link up with Tony the Falconer. First of all, he got a cool name, man. He got Falcon. Hopefully they can carry me off. That's the plan, man. Let's go see what he's talking about. We in the community, man. That's why I'm whispering. You know, people in residential neighborhoods like to call the cops. I ain't having it, man. Oh, there's Tone. Hey, he looks like a falconer, too, don't he? Let's go up in there. Tone, man.
Tony.
It's a good name, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Same to you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Welcome, man. Welcome.
Yeah. Show me around what you got going around here, man.
Well, I'm a master falconer.
Okay.
And that's sort of what I do for fun. And then I make a living by training birds and animals for movie and television work. But specializing in birds, that's what I really love.
Really?
To do. Yeah.
Anything I may have heard of?
I've worked on The Matrix, Hidalgo, Spider-Man.
Wow.
Batman.
They had birds in the Matrix?
Yeah, crows, bunch of crows.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
Yeah, thanks.
So you know birds?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah. So if you came back as an animal, what would it be?
Probably a golden eagle.
A golden eagle.
Yeah.
Not bald?
Bald eagles are suckers, man. They eat dead fish and pirate other birds for their food.
Really?
Golden eagles are true predators. They're like way up there with like mountain lions and coyotes, top predator.
Shit, I'm gonna have to change my answer because I went with bald eagle just because I'm bald and I'm already familiar with the bald community.
Yeah, for sure.
But now that you say how they get down,
yeah, they're
it's treacherous.
Yeah.
They like the villain in James Bond, the bald-headed dude.
They kind of are. They use their big, powerful talons and flight muscles to steal other food from other birds. Yeah.
And that's what represents America?
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
Should have been the golden eagle.
We stole the land and bald eagles was still...
It's all making sense now, right?
You learn something new every day, man. Show me around, man.
All right, well, let's start with this guy over here. Like I said, I train all kinds of birds. This is Asian swamp hen. His name is Nurple.
He's a swamp hen?
Yeah, it's called an Asian gray-headed swamp hen. And they're kind of related to like our purple gallinules.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I got him for work years ago, and this is the first time he's going to be in front of the camera.
Oh, really?
Nobody likes him.
So Nurple is a what again?
He's called a gray-headed swamp hen, and they're from Africa.
They got swamps in Africa?
Yeah, I guess places.
Yeah.
And they have those giant toes.
His feet are NBA size. You know when you go to like Burlington Coat Factory or like Ross, and they got the huge like 15 size 15 shoes? Right. That's him all day, NBA feet. And they usually put the ugly shoes in there.
Right.
You know, you got big feet where you gonna wear these clown shoes. I hope they don't do him like that.
No, he needs his big toes to walk on lily pads. That's why they have such long toes.
Got you. Yeah. The lily pad walk.
Lily pad walk.
And they don't sink on the...
They're real lightweight, and those big long toes spread out their weight, and they're able to walk on top of the lily pads and pick at bugs and stuff that they eat.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius. Really, he's colorful too. He's good looking.
Super colorful, yeah. I really like him. He's got a huge personality.
Yeah, he got the colorful feathers on the outskirts, and then on the tuck end, he's got the nice little fluffy bush in the underneath.
Exactly.
Little white bush, a little bunny tail, if you will.
He struts his stuff.
Yeah, out here looking good, man. Yeah. Show me more.
All right, come on over here. Yeah. We got a couple falcons.
Okay. Oh.
This is Shaitan. And that's Jin, and these are African sacred falcons. It's the fastest animal on Earth right here.
On Earth?
On Earth,
Not just in Minnesota, on Earth.
On Earth, yeah.
Wow. How fast can they go?
250 miles an hour. Yeah, so if you were to take a giant anvil rock and throw it out of an airplane, there's a terminal velocity, and these guys actually fly faster than terminal velocity.
Wow.
They'll power into that dive. It's called a stoop, and fold up their wings next to their body and dive at their prey. And falcons are fast because they only eat other birds.
They only eat other birds.
Yeah, they're bird specialists, and so they have really long toes and for grabbing through the feathers, and they have a notch in their beak for separating the vertebrae on the back of a bird's neck. And then one of the coolest things is they have these little cones that stick out of their nostrils. It's like on the front of a jet engine, and those cones pull air into their nostrils so they can breathe when they're going that fast. If they didn't have those cones, they wouldn't be able to go that fast. They wouldn't be able to breathe in that dive or that stoop.
Wow.
Yeah.
They are built naturally, built for speed.
Built for speed.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And they hunt other birds, and so they'll see a pigeon or a duck flying by, and they'll be way up there, and they'll fold up and start their stoop, and they'll go right by the pigeon or the duck, and it looks like they missed, but they'll throw out their foot last second and basically punch the bird in the back of the skull, cave its skull, and it'll fall out of the sky dead.
So it's dead on impact. It's about 250.
They have very hunting strategies, but that's probably their most effective.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. They knock you out with the 250-mile-an-hour punch. And if that's not enough, they come down.
Just do a coup de grace and just take you out.
That's the next snap you see in movies. They make it look so easy.
Yeah.
Man, they are assassins.
Yeah, these are great birds.
Found out falcons are the fastest animal in the world. 250 miles per hour. You know, cheetahs get all the credits, but falcons really out here killing the game. Sound barrier, they out here.
This is Jan. She's an African sacred falcon. Falconry has been around 4,000 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's how people got food before guns and grocery stores were invented.
Right.
And so the art is taking these birds out, getting them to trust you enough to come back, and then allowing them to do what they would do naturally. And so I take my birds out duck hunting. That's a majority of what I hunt with the falcons.
How often do you do that?
Well, we follow the same season as the rest of the world as far as the duck season. And so the duck season starts in October and ends usually in January. So that's the time of year I'm out duck hunting with my falcons. A lot of work goes into having a hunting bird. It'd be a lot easier to buy a shotgun, but
yeah, but I respect this more.
A lot more interesting.
Shotgun is a cheat code.
It is a cheat code.
This right here is all natural.
Old school.
Man.
Really
what's the
old
lifespan of falcons?
They can live 25, 30 years.
Okay.
This bird is 17 now.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been bitten by a falcon?
Yeah, pretty much every day.
Every day?
Yeah, it's part of the
Does
job,
it hurt?
I guess. It doesn't feel great.
Okay.
Falcons aren't nearly as dangerous as like the eagles and stuff, but they have very sharp talons, 4 on each foot and a sharp beak, and they're more defensive than I would say aggressive.
Aggressive, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You're the fastest out here, man. How's it feel? Fastest on the planet. Do you even know?
Fastest on the planet. She's a big deal.
Yeah, because cheetahs get all the credit, but right here is where it's at. 250 with the punch?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What else you got for me around here, man?
Well, if you got falcons, you got to have pigeons.
Really? You have to have pigeons?
Well, there's something called the 911 pigeon. If your falcon flies off, you throw out a 911 pigeon and he comes right back to it.
Really?
Yeah, pigeons are like falcon candy. So I now I'm in love with my pigeons.
Yeah.
And so it has to be a real emergency for me to throw one out. But these are homing pigeons, racing homing pigeons, and I let them out every day, and they fly around, and I take them up the road and let them go, and they beat me home.
And they come back?
Yeah. All right, guys.
I feel like Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson loves pigeons.
And they just come back when they're ready.
Yeah, I usually feed them in the afternoon, and that's when they normally come back.
And that's funny, we see pigeons all the time in the community, on power lines, light poles.
Right.
And we just think they're hanging out like, no real purpose in life. Just kind of hanging out, looking for Chipotle scraps.
Right. Pigeons are amazing creatures. They figure out niches, and they're everywhere on the world. There isn't a continent that pigeons don't thrive in.
So the term homing pigeon, that refers to them coming back home all the time.
Correct.
That's the key.
Yeah. And these are homing pigeons. That's where they have their babies. That's where they get their food every day, and they love to come back to their loft.
And they just come home. Is it a certain time that they always come home?
I usually feed them in the afternoon.
Okay.
And I'll leave them out, and if they want to go back, they can go through this one-way door. But usually they'll fly around and pick up little rocks and pick out nest stuff for their nests and their loft.
They bring it back?
Bring it back, yeah.
So they dig around and be like, oh, this is a nice rock to put in my nest. You know what? And then they come in.
They'll go right in there. And
So home decor is what they do also.
They set it up themselves, and they love it in there.
Wrapped around to the pigeons, found out how they be delivering messages, sending stuff. I always wondered that. Like, how can you trust a pigeon with your personal business? How you know he ain't gonna go off and send your message to somebody else? And how'd you cheat back in the day? Like, yeah, tell old girl Mildred I love her. Then the pigeon goes to your wife Stacy. It's like, who is Mildred, Bartholomew? And then boom, the pigeons done messed up the whole operation. And the pigeons just like, what you want from me?
All right, you want to meet another bird?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's do. We'll do a big bird this time.
A big one? Oh snap! Let me back up. Once you put the glove on, I know what's serious.
You can tell me what you know what it is.
What's in there? He just went in there, the closed door, no window. He's gonna come out with a dragon. I seen Game of oh, we got an owl.
This is Lowell.
Hootie hoo. Oh, snap. Yes.
Owls are a lot like falcons. They have a lot of adaptations for doing what they do, which is hunting at night. They're a nocturnal bird. So that the first thing that sort of tells you that is those giant eyes.
Yes.
And that allows them to collect as much light as possible. They have these sort of facial discs, these feathers around their eyes. Those are actually like their ear flaps, and it concentrates the sound into their ears, so they're able to hear as well as they can see at night.
So those really are ears at the top?
No, these are just for looks.
Oh, it's just the visual.
The ears are way down here underneath its eyes.
Oh, so the ears are here?
Yeah. And one is actually higher than the other. They're not symmetrical, and that way, when the sound wave hits some of the little rodents scurrying around on the ground, they can triangulate sound, so they can hunt in pitch blackness just by hearing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Owls are my favorite bird of all time.
They're really cool.
Yeah,
like I said,
it's so cool.
Adapted.
Just the way they look. You know what I mean?
The only problem with owls is those big eyes take up a lot of room in their head, so I wouldn't call them smart, just adapted to do what they do.
Adapted.
So I got Lowell here when he was just hatched, and he's a captive bred bird, and raised him for the work that I do.
I know Harry Potter likes to have them deliver the messages. Was that even ever a thing with the owl community?
No,
I figured it was just for
fictional.
It was just a good look aesthetically for the movie world to have an owl.
It was a really cool idea, but no, like I said, owls are not very intelligent. Training them to carry messages would be next to impossible.
So why'd they get the wise label? Is it just the eyes?
Just the big eyes, yeah. But they're pretty much one of the stupider birds I train,
And they look like chubby, like they just studied a lot at the library. They didn't really exercise. They wasn't playing basketball. They was just doing homework.
Right.
That's the vibe. I'm not calling you fat. I'm just saying, compared to the falcons and these pigeons, you look kind of robust.
Right. This is one of my bigger birds.
Wow.
She's a movie bird, and her name is Sydney, and she's an Australian wedge-tailed eagle.
Look at those hands.
She's got giant talons.
Oh.
And she is the most territorial. She loves me and really doesn't like other men, believe it or not.
She don't like men?
Super defensive.
Oh, that's
so I'm not going to take her out. So
that's crazy.
You stay safe, and
that's just crazy.
But she does a lot of movie stuff, and
okay, that's cool. That's really, cool.
Really,
she don't like men though.
Doesn't like men. Loves me. Hates men.
That's crazy, man.
I'll leave her in her enclosure.
Birds just be out here, man. Sydney's wild.
She's adorable.
Adorable. She don't like dudes around her dudes. She need to be worried about the women around Tone. Tony's smooth. The women over here got the birds. You need to be worried about the women. Man, those hands, oh, I would hate to get snatched up by those. Oh my goodness, man. Look how big this is. Yo.
This is, I named her Jackie. She's a golden eagle.
Golden eagle.
Yeah. She came into a rehab in Northern California with a viral disease called West Nile.
Oh, she had West Nile?
When she was just a little baby. And golden eagles are they're top predators out there, and they're with their parents for sometimes over a year, when the parents will feed them and support them while they learn how to hunt. And because she got West Nile and she missed that sort of opportunity to learn to hunt from her parents, the rehab group gave her to me to train to hunt, and then I'm going to let her go in about 6 months from now if she's ready.
Oh,
so
wow.
She's doing pretty good.
Let her go meaning?
Release her, take her back up in the mountains and,
okay.
and set her free.
Oh, so she's not going to come back?
Nope, let her go.
Snap. So she just here for a little bit and then she...
That's why I have the hood on her, and we'll fly her later and show you how to do it. But she's a little different. I don't want her to get used to people. I want her to be wild, and so the only thing I'm doing is getting her in shape and showing her jackrabbits. That's their favorite thing to eat.
Pure rehab.
Pure rehab.
Are you gonna cry when you let her go? It's like, she'll be a woman.
I probably will. It's kind of what I do to give back is rehab golden eagles, and I specialize in eagles. So it's about 2 years each bird, and I've done about half a dozen of them so far.
I like that story though. I like the fact that you let them back into the wild too. That's dope. And the golden eagle he brought out, he's training it up so he can release it back into the wild, which is a dope story. And I'm like, yes, release that golden eagle, man. Yes, not to be confused with a desert eagle. Now that's a gun they use in movies all the time. This is a golden eagle. He's got a life, some kids, maybe a girl he likes. Different perspective. And the biggest surprise on this tour that he gave me is the vulture and what they're all about, how they look. Vultures, he had a good looking vulture. He's ready to come out too.
Oh yeah, he loves people. Come on,
he loves people?
He loves me anyway.
I like people too. But humans are trash. Oh, wow.
It's a really pretty bird.
Look at this guy. You know, they always call like vultures like, oh, they're ugly. He's handsome.
He's beautiful, yeah.
Hey, he's good looking.
In the wild, they have that big long neck, and they'll stick it all the way into the carcass of the animal they're feeding on, and that's why they have such long necks. Oh. And then in the wild, those feathers will wear off as they stick their head into stuff. Yeah. Vultures are an extremely important animal in our ecosystem. Yeah. And without vultures, there'd be a lot of disease. These guys are an important job of cleaning up those dead animals. And they're losing the battle as far as poisoning and power lines, stuff like that. In Africa, the poachers will kill a rhinoceros or an elephant and chop off their horns, and then they'll poison the carcass because the vultures will circle around and call attention to the crime scene, basically, and the rangers will come. So they'll poison the carcass, and one poisoned carcass can kill an entire colony of vultures. And these guys are really slow to reproduce. And in Africa, like I said, they're critically endangered. They're expected to go extinct in our lifetime, which is in the wild, which is really sad.
Man. Humans are trash once again.
And vultures are just one of the sweetest, coolest animals. They live in big groups. They're social animals. So in captivity, he's like, my buddy, and we hang out together. They're affectionate. Everything about them is cool. They're one of my favorite animals.
Never would have thought all of this about a vulture. We think vultures like the vultures that come and get you. But little did we know, they're the most friendly cats in the game. I like this guy. He's all in, man. He's hanging out. I feel like
he's chill. He's just so used to people, and since the day he hatched, I've taken him around and got him used to new people, and film crews, and so he's a movie bird. But I'd like to do as much conservation education as possible with them and let people know the plight of the vulture out there, which is not good. So we really need to change our ways with these guys. They're just so important to us.
And they're not bad looking.
They're gorgeous.
You know how some people just look bad in pictures? Like you see them on Instagram, and then you meet them in person, like, oh, you're better looking in person. That's how I feel about myself. I feel like I'm better in person. You see a selfie of me, you're going to be like, that's what. But then once you meet and talk to me, smell me, Tony's attractive.
All right, I'm gonna put him away.
Okay.
And, before he bites my arm off. And... All right, buddy. Good job.
Never would have thought, man. Now I'm all in on the vultures.
My chicken wants to get on camera.
So I was saying, y'all, so, man, these chickens are really little, man. It's like a mini coop.
Yeah, they're my wife's favorite. Not a very good joke, though, Tony. Come on.
Zoom in on my eyes.
You want to go
It's
back?
like a mini coop, guys. I found out why their necks are so long. Never knew. So they could really get into the crevices. When they eating, you gotta get up in that liver space. You know that the intestines. You gotta get in there for the chitlins. You gotta work your neck in there and then pull it on out. Yeah, especially when you get to the booty hole. Now the booty hole, you gotta dive in. You gotta get the neck because they eating everything, top to bottom. So they get in that booty hole, and they go in the knee. You can't have a stiff neck. I don't know why I'm doing this as the booty hole go in, but you never know. Booty hole.
Ooh, who's that?
Yes.
All right, so the hawk wasn't that hungry, or
Okay.
motivated, as we like to say. So we'll see if Lowell, that's his name.
Lowell.
Lowell, the eagle owl, wants to play.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. He flies best to a perch. And so
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a glove, and we're gonna take a couple steps back, and I'm gonna drop a piece of food on the glove, and he's hopefully gonna come off your glove and go to the perch. And then we'll move back a little bit and see if we can get a little bit of a distance.
Okay.
So why don't you come on over here, Tony?
All right.
Here, put out your arm like that. Step him back.
Oh,
There we go.
hold that tight.
Yep, hold it tight until I tell you, and then we'll see if he wants to play. All right, now. These guys, like I said, they key in on sound as much as movement, so. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right,
Now let go of the string, or
yeah, just open up your hand, and we'll see if he wants to come over. All right, buddy. Hey,
oh,
you're good, you're an owl trainer.
wow.
All right, this time we'll go back a little bit farther.
Oh, ho 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 ho. Hootie hoo!
Down the hatch.
Who got that morsel right there?
Good job, buddy.
Wow.
And then we'll see if we can get him to go
Even
across-
further?
Even farther, why not, right?
You're getting further back every time, Lowell. Man. It's funny, you see a bird that big, you was like, there's no way you could fly. Why do they make the who sound at night?
They're calling to other owls, and let them know there's a territory.
Oh, okay.
And oh, saw that coming.
Was he going after the pigeon?
Yeah, he had a big piece of food, and he was like, "I'll take it over here to eat."
Ah, okay.
Thank you. All right, well, the owl got about as much food as he wants, and so let's put him away, and we'll feed all the other birds, and then
Okay.
we got one more bird to fly.
Let's get it.
Good job, Lowell.
So Tone brought out, the bucket of doom, as I like to call it. It was breakfast for them. All right, so what we got here?
Well, these are birds of prey, so they don't eat vegetables.
Right.
So the eagle's favorite food are rabbit, and so I got some the back leg of some jackrabbits for a couple of the eagles. The vulture's favorite food is beef heart, so that's the cow heart right there.
That's robust.
Like I said, the falcons eat other birds, so I got this quail, and this quail comes from restaurant quality quail, but I have them send it to me the whole quail with feathers and beak.
That's
and
a
feet.
whole bird, and he's just like.
That's the top half. There's the bottom half with the feet.
Oh,
That's how you can
snap.
tell the difference. And then I got some little baby chickens or cockerels, day-old chicks, and the birds love those.
You
Little
just
lighter
slinging
eagles.
them around like it's nothing. We fed the vulture first. Vulture was digging in. I've never seen a vulture get down like that, but man, they eat like it ain't no time on the clock. Oh.
And these guys are so efficient, they basically drink the meat. So.
Look at this. He is going to town. Is this why they say they're related to like raptors?
Yeah, they're.
Because this is how you see it in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, he's like a dinosaur.
Wow.
Anyway, he's gonna finish that beef heart real quick.
He's snatching it up out of there.
So you can imagine this is the hide of a cow, and he just goes right through it and right to his favorite part, the heart.
So this could be me if I was going to Vegas, passed out outside, and then I wake up to this.
Yeah, you'd have turkey vultures, but they're similar.
And right next to that, we fed the golden eagle. He was a little bit more prissy, taking the hair off his meal. Like, oh, is that hair in there? You know, when you go in there and they got hair on your food, you don't want no parts of that. So neither does the golden eagle. Always remember that. Is there hair in my food? That's the golden eagle. Oh, he's taking the fur off.
Yeah, they pull the.
So they pull the fur off.
Not all of it, but quite a bit of it. Yeah.
Just so you know.
It's not, like I said, they know they can't digest it, but they also need fur and feathers in their digestive system to clean out their crop, and they can cast it up the next day. So.
Fed the territorial eagle, you know, threw it in there. I was a little scared on that one because, you know. Hey.
There, she's got it.
You got it?
Good job, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
You're a falconer.
Oh, man, already, man. I threw that in there with the... Okay, I was just making sure you got your meal. So I got to feed the falcon, you know what I'm saying? Put the little food in my hand, held it. Falcon was eating while I was talking to Tone. Let me know how he got caught up in the bird lifestyle when he was 5, 6 years old, man. What you doing? Mm-hmm. That's how they do in prison. What's your fruit cup? My fruit cup. So where did the passion begin for you and birds? Like, where'd it come from?
My dad's a real avid bird watcher, and so we used to go all over the world looking at birds. And I remember when I was a kid, I saw a peregrine falcon come down and catch a bird.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, and it's a real rare occurrence to see him hunting in the wild. And then I found out about falconry, and I'm like, I could see that every day.
Wow.
I'm into it.
So next up, man, we're gonna go to the landfill. I'm gonna get to fly one of these cats, man. I mean, not ride it like it's a giant bird, but you know, do a little something, man. I'm excited. Ain't you excited? Yeah. Hey, guy. Huh?
Give it a little test run. Think she can catch it? I hope so.
I think she can.
So we train them using a remote control car, dragging a jackrabbit lure, and it goes about 50 miles an hour. Once she's proficient at chasing down the car and catching the lure, then I'll take her out in the field and see what she thinks of jackrabbits.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get these big girls in shape, but once they do, they're natural-born killers.
Ooh, poop, man. All right, let's do it.
All right, now she's kind of shy around people. I don't want her to get used to people.
Okay.
So for the first few, if I could just have you stay back, and then we'll see how your skills are at driving a remote control car.
Let's do it, man.
All right, I'll take that from you. I'm gonna walk down a little bit closer to the car and take the hood off and see what she thinks.
All right. I'll get a shot of this poop. Massive golden eagle dump. Epic. It's like Greek yogurt. Wow. Like that?
We'll do it a couple times. She'll do it faster next time.
Wow. Yo, look at this, yo. Chasing it down like it's nothing. Staying low. Man, imagine.
She could be ready for release soon.
Imagine a golden eagle coming at you low. You running, it's just coming at you. That's a jackrabbit's life. If I was a jackrabbit, that's why rabbits always like, yeah, what's going on here? They always got to be, man, what's out here? You got to look at it because you think it's clear. You know? You're like, all right, nobody's out here. Eagles just come out of nowhere. It's like they come out of the sun on that ass. Look at Tony walking down here looking epic. So I'm about to take the wheel of the remote control car. I'm gonna see if I can juke this bird out. See if I was a jackrabbit behind the wheel, if I could escape. I think I got what it takes, man. They call me Tony Toretto in some circles. You know what I'm saying? I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
All right, you ready to drive?
I'm ready.
All right, so, you know, this thing works. Pull the trigger and that makes it go, and this turns it left or right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Uh-oh, good,
I'm trash, Tone.
Did you drive off-road? Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's like over there. And the eagle's still going. I didn't.
Oh.
It's in the tree now. I done ruined the whole shot, guys. I crashed early. I live my life less than a quarter mile at a time. If y'all want to get Tone's bird back, man, go to www.gettonysbirdback.org and donate today. I got faith, though. I think the bird's gonna come out the tree right about now. Come on, let me wheel it in. You gotta get spiritual. He's in there, he's throwing the bird bait up. Not to make excuses, but I didn't get the warm up. I was new to the vehicle, they just threw me in. I didn't know the seats. I didn't get a chance to adjust my seat, put the rear view mirror on, and then I just veered off the road. So maybe a little, warm up might have been in order. But we was under the gun. It was time. He was like, "You ready for this, Tone?" I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I wasn't ready. How many times have y'all been like, "Yeah, I'm ready," but you really wasn't? I know. Y'all not gonna judge me. Man, it's hot, right? Man, it's crazy hot. Gotta beat the heat. Oh, I think somebody called me. Oh, that's my aunt. Hey, Auntie, what you doing out here? Sorry, Tone.
Come on, Tony, you're better than that.
I'm sorry. I feel guilty over here. I was driving under the influence.
Disappointed, man. Thought you were gonna do better than that.
Man.
That's cool. That's bird trader, man.
So if the bird would have kept flying, I mean, that's the goal ultimately, right?
Correct.
Because you're training her for,
Yeah, I'm sure you would have felt bad. It would have been premature on our parts, but it would have been a perfect timing for that bird. So we would have patted each other on the back and be like, "Good job, high five, let's go get a beer."
Man, but you would have cried tonight.
I would have cried a little bit, but I think she's ready to go. You can see how fast she is and how powerful she is.
Oh,
and
man.
She obviously doesn't like people much, so she's ready to go.
She is ready to go.
Another month or two, I'll show her some jackrabbits in the next few weeks and take her up on the mountain and let her go.
It's gonna be a beautiful time, man. Thank you so much, Tone, for everything, man.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna go ahead and walk off into my destiny.
All right, be careful out there.
And the vultures scoop me up as part of God's plan. That's how I want to go out, as a matter of fact. I want the vultures to just pick me clean. Pick me clean. All right, peeps, thanks for watching. If you love birds of prey like I do, check out the California Federation of Birds of Prey. They rescue birds and rehabilitate them to re-release them back into the wild. How dope is that, man? Shout out to Tony for showing me so much, man. And I got a new respect for vultures out here, man. They the cleanup crew. The natural cleanup crew out here. No suits necessary, man. That's how I want to go out now. I want to just lay out dead right now, have the vultures finish me off. That's a dope way to go out, man, because I'm already going. No casket needed, because funerals are expensive. But vultures, that's free of charge.